So when we talk about clinical trials, I think they really fall into two main categories. One is a therapeutic trial where we're using a drug or some kind of intervention for a patient. And there are non-interventional trials where maybe they're taking surveys on a patient to understand their experience while having lung cancer. For the purposes of this talk, I'm really going to focus on the interventional trials because those are probably the key trials, the key studies that we all participate in. And when we're talking about clinical trials, they are in different phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. So phase 1 trials are looking at really very early studies to see if a drug or a treatment is safe. And so they're generally tend to be very small studies done in very small groups of patients to get a sense of if a drug or a treatment is safe. Once we know that the drug is safe, or we know have at least some information about how safe a drug is, it might proceed to a phase 2 trial, which again is a relatively small study, but it's going to expand the number of patients that we treat to get an early look to see if a treatment is effective. Once we think that a treatment is effective, we go on to a phase 3 study where we will compare it to the current existing treatments. And the results of a phase 3 study, if it's positive, will suggest that then whatever this treatment is that it now becomes a standard treatment that gets applied to everybody. Phase 4 studies are done after a drug is FDA approved. And it's really meant to try to get more data for patients who are not being treated on a clinical trial, but really to get a sense of the real world efficacy of a treatment, how effective it is, if there are additional side effects that might come to light after a drug is already FDA approved.